Dear students and my subscribers, welcome back with another video. I hope you're all doing good. Today's video is really important for the students who are pursuing for the higher studies and they are trying to get admissions in top reputed universities. So in application process, most of the students were asking me about the help they needed to write a letter of motivation. So most universities ask for the students to write a letter of motivation. So students sometimes find it difficult to write a proper letter of motivation, and they don't know about the right steps to follow and right structure to follow for the letter. So this letter of motivation is really important because I have seen that many students have low CGPA, and they don't have a remarkable academic performance, but still they manage to get admission in good universities, and that is due to the good letter of motivation they have written for themselves, and they have applied on their low profile, and still they manage to get the admission. So this is really important, and this document can really specify your admission or your qualification for that admission or not. So let's move to the process, and in this video I will be going to explain you about the do's and don't do's about the scholarship letter and letter of motivation, and this letter should be how this letter should be written, and what you have to follow while writing this letter of motivation. So first of all, we have to identify that what is scholarship motivation letter. So this document is really important, and it can make you qualify for the scholarship or for the admission, or it can also uh, uh, contribute towards your refusal for the university. So this is really important. So this document is basically uh, answers two of your main questions. That one of them is why you are a good candidate for that scholarship. So there are multiple organizations, and there are different schemes of scholarship, and you have to explain yourself that why you are good fit in for this scholarship. And the second most important aspect is what you plan to do with the education you receive. So after you completed with the scholarship, or you have graduated from this scholarship or this scholarship scheme, then how you will be going to contribute toward the to achieve the goal of that scholarship. So these are really important aspects of scholarship motivation letter. So you have to answer these two questions uh, specifically, that why you are a good candidate for that scholarship, and the second aspect is, or second question is, what you plan to do with the education you receive. So most of the scholarship will be almost all of the scholarship will be expecting you from you, that you contribute towards to achieve their goal. So if for example, if there is a scholarship to study wildlife, so they are expecting you to contribute towards the wildlife, and towards the betterment of the wildlife after you have successfully graduated while securing that scholarship. So these are two really important questions you have to answer in your letter of motivation. Next step, the next uh, instructions, main general guidelines for writing scholarship letter of motivation. So the most important elements of your resume, there should be three main aspects of your letter of motivation. First of them is the most important elements of your resume. So you have to mention the most important aspects of your resume, and you have to mention them in a good structure. I will be showing you a sample letter in the end as well. So next point is your education. You have to explain, or you have to specify your previous education you have achieved so far, or uh, uh, you have to mention all of your educational background in the letter of motivation. The third step is the to your professional experience and plans for the future. You have to um, explain your experience. You have to show that you are good eligible for that specific field, and you have gained enough experience, and you are now applying for that scholarship to get more knowledge, and then you can contribute towards the betterment of that field. So you have to mention three aspects. One of them is your all aspects of your resume. Second one is your education, and third one is your professional experience, and what are your future goals, that how you will be contributing towards the uh, betterment of the society after you have achieved your qualification, or after you have secured the scholarship and completed your education. Next important point is that how can you write a good letter of motivation which is good in structure, and which is appealing to the review committee. So basically, when you apply for the scholarship, there are thousands of applicants, and the competition is really tough. So you have to compete with each and everything, and one of the most important point and one of the most important document which competes for you is letter of motivation. So the structure of letter of motivation should be really compact, and it should be eye-catching, and it should not be something vague. So it should not draw away the attention of the reader. So structure should be, first of all, you have to write a paragraph, and you have to introduce yourself in that paragraph. The next paragraph will be divided into three smaller paragraphs, which will be the your educational background, your work experience background, and your future goals. So that those three paragraphs should be your brief resume. I mean, you have to explain your previous academic achievements, then you have to explain, you have to talk about the your job experience, and then you have to briefly explain about your future goals, and the final paragraph should be your conclusion. So a conclusion should be written such that you have to keep in mind the goal of the scholarship. So it means that you have to write a motivation letter for every university separately. So you have to create a separate document for every scholarship opportunity. So if you are applying for three scholarships, and three of them are from different agencies or from different organizations, then you have to apply, then you have to write the document separately. It is not like the case that you have just written one letter of motivation and you are applying on all of the scholarships on that one document. Don't do this, otherwise you will be rejected straight away, because it will give an impression that you are applying blindly, you are applying without taking into consideration that every scholarship is have does have some goals. So you have to align your goals with that, with the goal of that scholarship. So just like the previous example I have gave about the wildlife. So if the scholarship is about wildlife, then you have to align your goals that you want to become a wildlife researcher in the future, and I want to serve to give the medical treatment for the wildlife animals. So this is just an example. So you have to conclude your letter according to the scholarship goal. So let's talk about some things you have to avoid while writing the letter of motivation. First of them is really important: no grammar or spelling errors. So make sure that you don't have any mistakes grammatically, or any mistakes in spellings. So this will give a bad impression, and it can be it can lead towards the disqualification. Next one is use a professional tone. You have to be really professional, and you don't need to use slang language, and you don't need to be extra friendly in the letter of motivation. You have to be really professional, and you have to show that you are applying as a good candidate, and you are applying as a serious candidate for the scholarship. Next thing you need to avoid is uh, about the vague generalization that you want to uh, uh, such like you are talking about to talking generally about everything. Don't do this. You just need to be really focused, and you have to keep in mind the goal of the scholarship. So just talk about the scholarship, and how the scholarship can benefit your academic goals, and how can the scholarship helps you to achieve your goals, and then achieve the or help to achieve the goals of the scholarship funding as well. So make sure you avoid these things, and for when you have written your first document, then you can review that document, and you can take advice from your teachers as well, and make sure you don't have any grammatical or spelling mistakes. So I have written a sample motivation letter for you, and I will be showing you so you can get a basic idea that how you should write a sample motivation letter. So this sample is created for you, and I have created this in a Word format. And first of all, you can write your name and your address here. So let me show you the structure of the document here. So it has first paragraph of introduction, and then we have started talking about the education and my hobbies while I was pursuing my studies. So this shows that it is not a one night thing that you have come to mind that you want to become something you have to show that you were keen in childhood, that you were want to become a wildlife researcher or anything you want to be. So you have to mention that in your introductional paragraph as well. So make sure that you um, uh, write the paragraphs in, in a manner that it is linked to previous paragraph as well. So your next paragraph should be linked towards the previous paragraph. So first two paragraphs are related to your childhood experience as education, and you have mentioned that why you were interested in this field, and then you have explained your education. Next one is the your work experience. So in this paragraph I have briefly explained the my work experience. Sorry, in this paragraph I have um explained the my goals and my future plans about my field, and the next paragraph is about the work experience as well. So this paragraph is also linked with the previous one. And in the last one, this from this onward I have explained that why would I be interested in this scholarship. And the last closing remarks are really important. You have to be really professional in this. So you can see that there are 5 to 6 paragraphs, and first paragraph is introduction paragraph, and then we have 3 paragraphs which are related to your job, your experience of your academic, your work experience, and your future goals. So this is really important. So overall your document should be around 500 to 1000 um, words. So make sure that you have written your document well compact, and it should be free of grammatical mistakes. So I hope this video is helpful for you, and you can create your you can write your motivation letter from to by keeping in mind these instructions. Let me know if you find any difficulty, or if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer your queries. Please subscribe this channel so I can create more videos like this to help you get your goals. And please subscribe this channel. So I hope we will be uh, we will be back with another video really soon. Thank you so much, and take care.